Hello and welcome along to BTN Soccer Report. Well, what a week it's been in the Big Ten. Let's quickly recap what happened on the pitch this last weekend. Indiana had their chances, but they couldn't get the better of Creighton in Bloomington. Penn State fell to their third straight conference loss in East Lansing, while Northwestern got a valuable road win in Columbus, beating the Buckeyes 3-2. And the game of the week was that outstanding road win for the Badgers over the Wolverines. Wisconsin opened the scoring after just 9 minutes when Tomislav Zadro met Joey Tennyson's cross from the right. That's the junior's 10th of the season, and what an acquisition he's been. Zadro was full of confidence, and with his trickery he created the second for Wisconsin, Josh Thierman heading home from a scramble in the box. Michigan rallied in the second, and a Kofi O'Para goal gave them a lifeline. But Wisconsin held on for the maximum and looked like the team to beat in the Big Ten this year. And the architect behind that fine win, Wisconsin's head coach John Trask, joins us from Madison. John, let's focus on conference play first. You're 2-0, but not just 2-0. You've beaten champions Indiana, and as we saw, Big Ten tournament winners Michigan on their turf. How pleased are you with this year's squad?
You know, we're doing some great things. It was an excellent result in a great stadium at Michigan, and you know, hopefully we can drive forward. We're 2-0. We do have a game in hand on a lot of the Big Ten teams, so we've got a very tough game against Michigan State Spartans on Sunday at home, but we're looking forward to it.
Now, our analyst Aron Hyde predicted great things from you and your squad this season. Looking at your schedule, you've got 4 Big Ten games to go. Are you confident your team can win out?
You know, I don't know if you're ever confident to win out in the Big Ten. It's a very tough environment to go on the road and win in the Big Ten, but the schedule sets up nicely for us. We've got a couple more road games and a couple home games. We've got Ohio State at home as well as that Michigan State game, and then Northwestern on the road, and then obviously Penn State. So, you know, I'm putting the challenge out there to our guys, and we're setting the target of what could be this season. And we're excited, the players are excited, and we're looking forward to taking up the challenge.
Now, you obviously have plenty of experience with coaching, particularly with Major League Soccer, but I'm sure it takes a while to settle in as head coach of a program. It's your second year at the helm in Madison. Have you had to change much in the past 12 months as a coach?
Yeah, we changed out quite a few players. Part of it was due to graduation. We've brought some new faces in that have been tremendous. Tomislav Zadro and A.J. Cochran and David Caban are 3 of our incoming players from this year, but I inherited an excellent recruiting class from the former head coach Todd Yeagley. And, you know, the players, more realistic, have put in 18 months of hard work, quite a few of them. Some guys are 12 months in, some guys are 3 months in. So it's a culmination of a lot of little details that the players are putting together to start realizing success. And building character into a team is never easy, but games like that at Michigan, you know, when they were on us in the second half. Steve Burns did a good job of making some adjustments at halftime, and you know, fortunately for us, they got 1 goal, but they didn't get 2, and we walked out of there with a 2-1 win.
And a fine win at that. Now, what about you personally, John? What's the transition been like from the professional ranks to the college level?
You know, I spent the last 5 years prior to Wisconsin at the University of Illinois Chicago and enjoyed some success there. I think, you know, my background in MLS allows me to look players in the face and speak honestly to them. And you know, hopefully any player in this country has an opportunity if they come to college and do well to be, you know, looked at the next level. And yeah, I think my background helps, first of all, on the recruiting side, but second of all, now I've been coaching, I believe, about 24 years, either in Division I college or professionally. And obviously I don't feel like a spring chicken anymore. I think I'm able to get through to players in certain ways that, you know, there's a method to the madness, and every player's different. They're all individuals, and you have to treat them as such. And you know, we're just enjoying ourselves. We had fun on Saturday, the day before the game against Michigan, and you know, we work hard, but we also enjoy each other's company, and I think that's a big part of it. Team camaraderie. I learned that quite a bit in Major League Soccer as well.
You said it, John. Congrats on the season so far, and good luck this weekend against the Spartans.
Thanks, Kevin. Good luck to the Brewers.
And it's the Badgers that lead the pack at the summit, but I think the most surprising element of the standings is the position and form of both Michigan and in particular Penn State. Well, at this point, I'd like to welcome in our BTN Soccer analyst and Chicago Fire goalkeeping coach, Aron Hyde. Aron was away on his travels for the past 2 weeks on a beach, I believe, sunbathing.
Yeah, I wish.
Well, we spoke to John Trask. Let's focus on Wisconsin. You picked out their program to watch in our preseason report. They've lived up to your expectations, haven't they?
Yeah, no surprise to me. Beat Indiana, and then they win this weekend in Michigan. 2-0 to start conference play. No surprise.
He's got a very young squad. How does he keep those young lads grounded?
I think he urges, a very much cautious approach. Make sure that they're continuing to keep working on the things that have brought them success so far this season. And with anything, building a program, building a team takes time. We can look at Ireland, for example, and see things take time. Before you're going to really get any success.
Do you hear this, fella? Right. Next thing, the standings. What surprised you about the standings so far?
Penn State, no question. Bottom of the conference, 0-3. Win 5 of their first 6 to go in 1-7.
It's an incredible turnaround.
Incredible turnaround, and Coach Bob Woolman must be scratching his head, wondering where it's all gone wrong after such a promising start to the season.
Yeah, well, let's take a look at, this is the standings, Aaron, so let's just take a look. Wisconsin, obviously 2-0 after 2 fine wins over Michigan and Indiana. Northwestern had a great win there in the past few days. So it's Penn State and Michigan really that need to start getting those wins under their belt, and Indiana will never be too far away.
Yeah, that's right. Indiana definitely are.
Well,
wouldn't rule them out.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at the schedule for this weekend. Any particular games stand out to you?
I think, definitely Indiana, Michigan. Indiana really need to start kicking on and getting points, moving up the conference.
And that's a home game for Michigan too, so they'll need to rebound also. And what about, let's look at Wisconsin there, at home to Michigan State. That's definitely a winnable game.
Yes, definitely, no question.
All right, well, that's about all from our BTN Soccer Report for this week. Make sure you do follow us on Twitter at BTN Soccer Report. Until next week, I've been Kevin Egan. That's Aron Hyde. Take care.